Who even invented glasses and the different prescriptions? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Colonizers have convinced y'all to get science entirely fucked up. I was just gazing at my shirt. And I know I'm not the first one to recognize that blue tie-dye has potential to look like the sky. I was thinking about the sky and questioning everything. And goddess, nature, and science. And what science really actually is. And the reality is, the definition to which everyone has been conditioned that science is has destroyed the what would otherwise be intelligent human capacity to even receive said knowledge that science could offer in collaboration with nature, bitch. Both of them together to enlighten a human with knowledge. But no, we gotta refuse it. Ironically, in the name of knowing every damn thing, we think we know everything. Colonized to colonize. Oh, the irony of it all. The hypocrisy. I just spoke a word. Didn't I just speak a word? I spoke, girl. I heard it. Hallelujah. Praise the name. In the name of Goddess. But, yeah, so I was looking at my shirt and thinking about the sky and science and the magnificence of nature and all her unfathomable glory, humanly unfathomable glory. And I was thinking poke versus unpoked and how they have weaponized the poked against the unpoked in the name of how each perceives the other to perceive science and nature to be. Again, the irony. Did I do too much in the lining department? Or is this too glittery? It's girls too fancy for a simple conversation. Get you some matte shit. Stick it on there and call it a day. But then that means I gotta wipe this off because I have learned that my extended wear lippy only works like they market it to work when I don't use a balm base. And if I think about it, I think that's probably my problem with most of my extended wear lippies. But they're so drying that I feel like, well, I'm gonna at least prime it with a balm first. But I guess that defeats the whole purpose because oily substances are what ultimately remove makeup. And so why would a balm allow your extended wear lippy to continue to wear? Doesn't work like that, girl. It doesn't work like that, me. It does not. So I was trying to be cute as soon as Mr. got home, and he surprised me and got home a little bit quicker, so I hurried him through some extended wear without putting the balm on underneath the bottom. The only reason I will take it off because, as I mentioned previously, it is very drying on my lips. And I mean that in extremes, not a little bit. So I did not want to part to no crusty lips. I try to avoid that because I generally do a poor job of that, and y'all end up seeing all kinds of cracks and stuff. I'll probably be looking like a crackhead half the time. I don't care. I mean, well, I do care because I want to be presentable for y'all just because it's easier to look at. But I really appreciate y'all for loving me in all my stages. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for truly seeing me beyond whatever triggers happen to you, because I know 100% of y'all have been triggered and upset about something I done said on here. But was it the truth though? Okay, we're not gonna go there because I don't want to get y'all upset again. We just made up, didn't we? Girl, I love you. Bruh, I love you. Cousin, nephew, niece. We go together again. Let's not fuck it up. So, what was I even talking about? I just got real laser focused on us making back up because I didn't want us to fight no more. Well, I'm talking about makeup. Oh, yeah. So I put my, oh, thank God it's for editing. You welcome. You welcome. You welcome. Because I know I took all kind of dead space out just now. I know I did. So, in terms of extended wear, that is very drying on one's lips, on this human's lips. I wonder will this other lippy count as balm and cause this to go on loose. So do I need to wipe that off? I'm gonna leave this back and forth bullshit in this video. This is gonna be a long ass video for no good damn reason. No damn good reason. And I really don't have time for this. There's some other stuff I had to do that was time sensitive, but that's not bad on top of that in terms of the color itself. I like that. So I don't like that brown bronze by itself, and I don't like this orange by itself. But this orange on top of that bronze, I'm here for it. Don't mind my little mustache or my yellow teeth. Whiskerville. Girl, you got whiskers. Why do people point stuff out like that? Like that? I get some stuff, like even if you just picking certain stuff out to be petty, but when you pick something like that out, it kind of shows that you was reaching, like you couldn't really find what you was looking to find to talk shit about them. Like the first thing you want to do, especially if the thing that made you mad was true, the first thing you want to do is go and look in their background and make sure it's something fucked up in their life. And then when it's not, you look stupid. But I digress, because in most cases, most people that are also doing that, you actually can find all kind of fuckery in their history. So y'all could go back and forth all day, because both of y'all some bullshit. Because it's this is a society we in. I saw a map showing what percentage of the planet is colonized. It's really not even shocking when you see it and think about it. But the bottom line is you don't think about it. You don't see it on a whole global map. You just, so when you do, even though it's obvious, it's still shocking because you don't think about it and you don't see it. And that is also by design. So finally, because I was in a rush trying to make my face all right for Mr. when he got home, and I put the extended wear lippy on without the balm base. So when I came in to remove it, so that before it start drying my actual personal lips out, it was hard to remove. And so I was like, oh, well it's been me this whole time. I'm accountable. I've been fucking it up. But I haven't been fucking it up because I've been deliberate about that, because it's dry my lips out. I did what was best for my biological makeup, for the temple that Goddess gave me, right? Respecting it. So, plus, I had that bout of cheilitis that y'all went through with me years ago, and I'm not going through that again. It was horrible. It was horrible. Ugh, y'all new people, y'all don't know. Walt Disney tortured me about the lips. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what the hell happened. Anyway, so I went to remove it, and it was a little difficult to remove without a straight up oil to remove it with. So I was like, dang, okay. So extended wear lippies are extended wear lippies, but just by themselves. So you better not add any other lipstick product that is not known to be extended wear with that hoe, because you just loosened the bitch up. You just loosened it up and it's not going to hold now. And that's what I had been doing the whole time, by priming it with a base of some sort of balm, whether cocoa butter or uncracked stick or anti-crack balm. You know what that is, the major brand. So once I realized that they do indeed work, but the lippies that I had gone so long without using are now likely expired, I decided that maybe I would try to use them for eyeshadows. Well, in using more common sense, it occurred to me that I'm not going to need no eyeshadow that thick, that's dark. Like I'll probably be able to use the lighter colors, but not the dark ones. So I'm still deciding what to do with all my extended wear lippy collection. But y'all know I'm a maximum minimalist, and I struggle with just throwing shit away that I actually purchased, because I'm not wasting money like y'all. Y'all be, I don't know. I never knew how y'all did it, but I was fascinated by the girls. You know, your little favorite influencers and stuff, your little beauty and your natural hair sisters and whatnot, and all of the skincare and stuff and all that stuff that they claim that they do every damn morning, every damn night, that takes them. Anyway, just keep on living. Y'all, just keep living. In a nutshell, I didn't frankly give credit where credit was due with regard to the extended wear lippies. So if I ever did a review of some specific extended wear lippy with regard to it not lasting, not holding, I probably put a balm base on it. So I owe them people an apology, but I'm pretty sure I didn't promote no brand like that. So it's whatever. I'm just having integrity. So that was that about the extended wear lippy. Now back to this sky and science and nature. So I was looking at my shirt and thought about how we've all been colonized to interpret one or the other. Either pick one, nature, science. Either biology, physics. Pick one. And so the ultimate goal of science I perceive to be knowledge. I'm using my ancestral common sense now. So I'm not thinking within the confines of how we were conditioned to think right now. So just roll with me. So right now we see science as a thing where, and this is how I connected it with the sky that my shirt looks like to me right now while I'm lit. And I thought about the simplicity of the sky being blue, since that's often used in analogies. It's a natural thing, so we say. But American science has become a thing where it Columbuses something and then sets out to prove to everybody that it's true. And everyone takes the bait. Everyone takes the bait. While there were a couple of people over here who really did see science for what it is, which is the knowledge, the actual knowledge, not just Columbusing a discovery that you feel is scientific and then setting out to prove it to everybody how it's true, that the sky is blue, rather than actual science, which discovers it by multiple processes and accepting contribution from other minds, from other possible processes to come up with the most likely result, and then test it and find it to be true, and then proceed to share with everyone how it's true. Look at what we observed. Look at what we observed. And then you have an audience of other intelligent beings going, wow. Wow. And you guys really had a fair, controlled testing setup. This was very likely. Of course, you're going to have a few because they're smart. There's always somebody smart. It's going to be a few or maybe a couple that'll be like, I would have done this part of the test differently because this kind of doesn't go. But I see what you did. I see what you did. Credit where due. Credit where due. I wouldn't mind trying that test. But the thing is, these people who are for actual science, they would be so open to that suggestion because they would hear it and go, I didn't entertain that. We're going to try that test too. Thank you. Great idea. So everybody's constantly learning and evolving from over here, who is actually prioritizing actual science, like actual humane humans together, unified to evolve. Meanwhile, you got this colonized society over here that buy into the science, where they go Columbus some shit that probably already exists. That these guys, these intellects, probably been discovered decades ago. But so they go Columbus some shit, call it new, and then proceed to go and prove to everyone that what they discovered is the truth. God forbid somebody questions something or have a suggestion. How dare you question me? Do you know how long do you know how long it took me to get this degree? I am a scientist. How dare you question science? Sound familiar? That sound like religion, don't it? But you ain't heard that from me. Goddess just told me to chill. She was like, girl, chill. They believe in them shits. You chill right now. So I'm going to chill. I'm sorry. Because I was about to be like, I ain't going to tell you. Okay. I'm going to chill. I will not shade colonized religion in this video. Oh, that's a lie. Because that's going to be the point of this right here. When I was telling you about them and their science and how they proven, right? So like I just said, you're not allowed to even question this proven science. And by the way, it's proven because they said they proved it to a bunch of people. But they didn't have no focus group to come in and share and get other ideas too, like these intelligent motherfuckers back here. They still over here like that guy at the top of the colonized education train. Because really, the whole educational system, don't get me started on that, but I'm going to pull back because God has told me to about a few minutes ago. Y'all was here when she said it. Okay, I won't go in on colonized religion. I'll just keep it to what I meant it to be. And the difference in the interpretation and understanding of what science and nature are to these intelligent beings versus these colonized beings. These are the gutter butts of the universe. God has told me to tell y'all about it. These are the gutter butts of the universe. But everybody let them strut around the planet like peacocks, just colonized and shit. And what's happening right now, this ain't me, this is Goddess. This is a message coming through Goddess. This is the first time I'm hearing this message. This is the first time I'm hearing this message. Ooh. So this is why this is a scary time. I already knew it was a scary time anyway, so. Because she is me, and so I felt it through her hours, so I already knew it was a scary time. I was just like, well, it's too late for motherfuckers to wake up now. We at the entrance doors of the gas chambers right now, bitch. It's a wrap. But anyway, I'm still here for a reason. I'm here for the black people who are decolonizing actively and using cannabis toward their full wellness. I'm still around for way more than them, believe me. But in terms of my place, like I'm professionally useless at this stage in terms of the film industry. Nobody's calling me, nobody's casting me, and I need to face the reality of the situation. I can't supplement our income, believing that I'm going to be able to book consistent work post-KLANdemic. So I need to make work to compensate for lacking income, which everybody's enduring. I'm not even complaining. Although if you just got it like that, y'all know where the tip jar is. But I know everybody's struggling right now. Literally everybody's struggling right now. There's nobody whose shoulder I have, who I've offered my shoulder to in these trying times. There's nobody who I let use my shoulder that I wasn't at the exact same time actively going through something in my own life. Occasionally it was more traumatic than what they were enduring. And what did I do? Internalize. And that's not their fault. You know, even when relationships are 80-20, if they are 80-20 in agreement, if the 80-20 happens to be yin yang, there are naturally submissive and naturally dominant people that are both intelligent, that have the mature adult, the grown sense enough to choose each other. So what looks to us like disrespect could be their yin yang in their own, behind their own closed doors. They know people gonna make a judgment, self included, you know. Except for my judgment at the end of the day is going to be, because I'm at the age of acceptance, bitch. This is a whole new age, y'all. Ooh, you hit the half-century mark. That's an age of acceptance. It's like you recognize what people believe and be okay with it and protect yourself from there. Then it lets you know how. It lets you know to what extent you need to protect yourself. Do you need this person not to be a part of your life at all? Are you willing to risk it? You got options. You got options. And just because you love somebody don't mean you have to let them wreak havoc in your personal life. You have options. If you choose to be the walking mat, you chose to spend your golden years catering to somebody that really doesn't reciprocate or give about you. And that's okay too. Do I think just because I say something it's going to stop there from being a population of willful victims? No. And again, age of acceptance. So my job is just to recognize who's who and who believes what. And once I see you are not, I'll figuratively say, as since it's a common catchphrase now, if we are not vibing on the same frequency, there's no need in us. And I'm not even saying mine is higher than yours, but it's extremely fucking different. So we don't need to be. Why do we need? People act like you need. Okay, y'all not vibing on the same frequency. Don't fuck with each other. How about going with life like y'all never crossed paths? I'm telling you, man, that half-century acceptance phase is something else. And it's good for your health. It's good for your biological health. Speaking of nature. Speaking of biological health. Oh, this is what shook me a minute ago. She must mean for me to tell y'all this, because I keep trying to get out of it. So, speaking of colonizers. Because Mr. and I often joke amongst ourselves. And we're like, they would never stop because there's such a vile bloodline. It's like, think about it. If they could lynch us all just because they wanted to do, boom, all black people gone. Who doesn't know that they would then just go in on each other? To whom is that not obvious? It never ends with them. They're vile. And the sound like somebody grandma. The onlyest way to come to terms with it is to pretend that everybody else has the vile tendencies that is of their nature. So let's make all the Arabs terrorists. Let's make all the niggers thugs. Let's make all the wetbacks cartels and drug dealers. Even though everyone is woke on what's really good with regard to drugs, people still, it's in the back of it's in your cerebellum. I know it is, because even when I hear the words put together, smoking weed, that's different than enjoying cannabis. It's different than dosing up. Smoking weed and dosing up are two different things, and they should never have been. But they are, and it's embedded. Because that's how brainwash works. And me too. When I hear those words together, I can assess and be Well, I'm a good judge of character. My discernment is on point. Y'all already know that. But, I mean, a general person, even outside of me, could hear someone say, smoking weed. They could say smoking weed. And depending on just the vocal tone alone, they could just hear it. And everyone will know a certain thing. So anyway, let me go back to this. So it wound up being funny that I just happened across this meme right after we were talking about, like, even if they, let's suppose they could lynch everybody, all the black people in the world, then what? And so when I saw this meme referencing parts of the, like real, actual parts of the globe that have been colonized and the parts that have not, I just imagined the globe on a much smaller scale visually. Like we're goddesses, right? So I'm looking at the globe like this. And if, even just at glance, it appears, because you're not counting the little islands, you can't hardly see those. If all of that bitch has been colonized, except the actual colonizers' actual continent. So they left their monkey doodle fucking continent and invaded a whole globe of humans, of everyone that doesn't look like them, that were minding their own damn business. And they chose a continent with the darkest of those humans to literally remove from their whole ass land. Because how did they get such rich land? They don't deserve it. We do. Let's go snatch it. Okay, I could go on for a couple more hours with that because I'm black, but I'm not going to do that because the whole point is to get you to see this big picture of everywhere on the globe was colonized. Except this is the globe. It was all colonized except the actual European continent. But they went out, they took their ass out and just infected all of this with their colonized values, infected the whole ass globe. As a goddess looking down on this globe, I am disgusted. That's why it's yellow now. It's yellow. It's in the warning phase. This is the emergency siren yellow. That's why the Earth is yellow right here. We got some other planets. Oh, I want you to see my teeth. We got other planets, but we talking about Earth right now. Earth. Okay. Short story long. What I was saying was, they've done all the dirty work of colonizing the entire globe. And I imagine once they raped and pillaged the humans in each of them, each of the different continents of said globe, I imagine the next step is to squeeze each society's land of all its resources, all its valuable resources, that they don't even know how valuable it is anyway, because they misuse every fucking thing, because they discover everything without really knowing the science behind how something became what, because they wasn't listening to no other intelligent motherfuckers so they could reap the benefits of evolving knowledge together. So they still stuck, don't even know what it really the fuck is, and therefore don't even have any idea how to yield the true power of the natural resources given by Goddess, because they stole it in the first motherfucking place. So they don't know, even if somebody told them how to use it, they couldn't use it properly, because your soul got to be right too. Watch and see, you finna implode in this hole. And Goddess is finna make sure that we, a certain particular select of we, but karma is definitely one of, is going to do what deities do. So good luck to y'all. So get my point. Okay, that was between goddess and God. That was between the gods. Okay, my bad. Got off track. Didn't get off track. Actually stayed on track, but it was a different level of banter. So maybe I'll leave that in. Maybe there are a couple of you who are lit, enlightened, or meditated in some other type of way. They've actually followed that. So I'm going to leave it in too. But it's like now that they've raped the humans, stolen and pillaged all their land and its resources, it's like, what is the next step? I'm saying that rhetorically because I don't need Goddess to answer that right now. None of y'all ready to hear the answer to that. They are greedy to the point of self-extinction. They don't give no fucks. And we never stopped them. We never pulled together collective resistance because we allowed our minds to be. How? Walking, talking gods. But enough about that. I got a few more good lives to touch, before I sign out of this bitch. Thank Goddess. And I send energies of wellness and protection to all of those of us who love those of us who love us. And I'll catch you on the next session.